Okay, so today we are going to learn our exercise number 2.3, question number 2. So in the last time we can discuss about the polynomial division. So it is the same, but the question they are asked, it is different. So first of all, here we can read that question. Check whether the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. So it is our question. Whether check the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial or not by dividing the second polynomial to the first polynomial. So it means what? Here we have the same concept, but the question is different. So for that, here we have one condition. If remainder is 0 or else, if we perform the polynomial division and if we get the remainder as 0, so we can say that the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. And if we cannot get remainder as 0 or any other value, so it means what? It is a first polynomial is a not a factor of second polynomial. So here we can make the one chart so you can get the idea. So if by dividing the polynomial division, if we get remainder as 0, so it means what? First polynomial is factor of second polynomial. And if we cannot get remainder as 0 or any other value, so we can say that first polynomial is not a factor of second polynomial. So for that example you need to remember that thing only. This is our chart. So from that, if we get the remainder as 0, so it is a factor of second, and if we cannot get remainder as 0, so it means the first polynomial is not a factor of second polynomial. So now we are going to start our question number 1. So it is called division. Sometimes it is also called g of x, and it is called our dividend. Sometimes it is also called p of x. Now we can start our division. So first of all we can write 2t raised to 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12, and here we can write divisor t square, but see that after degree 2 the degree 1 is missing. So for that here we can add 0t minus 3. Clear? Divisor we can write like that, t square plus 0t minus 3. Now we have the same method for polynomial division. First term of dividend is divided with first term of divisor. So 2t raised to 4 divide with t square. So t square cut, so we can get 2t square. So here we can write 2t square. Now 2t square is multiply with these three terms. So 2t square in bracket t square plus 0t minus 3. So t square into t square 2t raised to 4, then 2t square into 0, so it will be 0t cube, then 3 2s are 6t square. So now we can write 2t raised to 4 then 0t cube minus 6t square. Now we can change the sign, so it will be cut, and plus, so it will be remain same because 0, so it is not affect our first term, then minus plus, so it will be minus, so 6 minus 2, so 4t square, then minus 9, and these two term will be remain same. Now once again 3t cube, our second step, 3t cube is once again divided with t square. So answer it is 3t because t square cut. So here we can write 3t. Now 3t is multiplied with this all, So 3t in bracket t square plus 0t minus 3. So 3t cube, then 0t square and minus 9t. So here we can write 3t cube plus 0t square minus 9t. Once again we can change all the sign. So these both are cut. 0 plus 4 minus 0, so it will be 4, and minus 90 plus 90. Once again these both are cut. So here we have a minus 12. Now last 4t square is divided with t square. So t square cut, answer it is 4. So here we can write 4. Now 4 is multiply this both term. So 4 in bracket t square minus 3. So now it is 4t square minus 12. So here we can write 4t square minus 12. So now we can change the sign. So these both are cut, because plus minus it will be 0. So after dividing this dividend with that divisor, so we can get that our quotient. That is our quotient. It is, last time we already discussed that it is our quotient, and sometimes it is also known as an q of x, and it is called our remainder. It is called our remainder. It is also known as an r of x. So finally after the division we can get remainder as 0. So it means what? If we get remainder as 0, so first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. So here we can write like that. It is our 2. So t square minus 3 is a factor of t square minus 3 is a factor of that polynomial 2t square plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 90 minus 12. So in a previous day we can also discuss the same sum, but in that sum they are asking the two things. Which one? Quotient and remainder. In this question we have the same procedure, but the question is different. First polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. So if we get remainder 0, so yes, and if we do not get remainder as 0, so not. Now our second question. So in a second question, see that it is first and it is our second. So we can start our second question. So for a second, first of all we can write like that: 3x raised to 4 5x cube 7x square plus 2x plus 2, and it is divided with x square plus 3x plus 1. So now first of all we have the same procedure. 3x raised to 4 is divided with x square. So x square cut, so answer it is 3x square. So here we can write 3x square. Now 3x square is multiply these all. So 3x square in bracket x square plus 3x plus 1. So x square into x square, so it will be x raised to 4 9x square cube, and then 3x square, because 3x square into 1, so it will be 3x square. Now we will put the all value here. 9x cube plus 3x square. So here minus minus minus. So these both are cut. Now plus minus. So it is minus, plus minus it is minus. So minus 4x cube, because 9 minus 5 it is 4. Minus minus plus, so 7 plus 3 it is minus 10x square, and these two term will be remain same. Once again minus 4x cube is divided with x square. It is first. Now for a second, x square. So x square cut. So here we can get minus 4x. Now minus 4x is multiply this all. X square plus 3x plus 1. So minus 4x cube then plus minus minus, 4 3s are 12x square minus 4x minus 4x. Once again we can change all sign. Next, these both are cut. Now plus minus minus, so plus 2x square, then plus plus, so it will be 6x plus 2. Now once again 2x square is divided with x square, so x square cut, so we have 2, so here we can write plus 2. Now 2 is multiplied with all these 3 terms, so 2 in bracket x square plus 3x plus 1, so 2 into x square, 3 2s are 6x plus 2 1s are 2. So here 2x square plus 6x plus 2, we can change all sign, so cut because 2 minus 2 0, 6 minus 6 and plus 2 minus, so here we can get remainder as 0. So it means what? Once again we haven't followed that condition. If we get remainder as 0, so it is a factor of first polynomial. So here we can write like that, x square minus 3x plus 1, second sum, x square plus 3x plus 1 is a factor of 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Clear? So last sum of that exercise, it is same as our question number 1 and question number 2. So here we can start with our last example, x raised to 5, then minus 4x cube. So here directly, here we have the power of 4 and directly then we have the power of 3, so the degree of 4 term is missing. So here we can write like that, 0x raised to 4, then minus 4x cube, then x square, then 3x plus 1 is divided with x square minus 3x plus 1. So next, first of all we can follow that procedure, x raised to 5 is divided with x square. So here we can write x raised to 5 is divided with x square. First term of dividend is divided with first term of divisor. So here we can get x raised to cube. So here we can write x raised to cube. Now x raised to cube is multiplied with this all. So x raised to cube into x square. So it will be x raised to 5. X raised to cube into x. So minus 3x raised to 4. Then x cube. Now sign will be changed, so it will be cut, and here we can get 3x raised to 4 minus minus plus, so minus 5x cube, and remaining 3 term will be remain same. Once again this first term is divided with the first term of divisor, so here we can get 3x square, so here we can write 3x square. Now this term is multiplied with this all, so 3x square is multiplied with, so it is 3x raised to 4, then 3x square minus, so plus minus minus, then 3 3s are 9x cube, then 3x square into 1, so it will be 3x square. Once again sign will be changed, so these both are cut, plus minus minus, and here 9 minus 5, so it is 4, and 9 is a greater number, so we can use the plus sign, then plus minus minus, so 3 minus 1, so minus 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Now 4x cube is divided with x square cut, so here we can get 4x, so here we can write 4x. Now 4x is multiplied with these all 3 term, so 4x into x, so it is 4x cube, 4x minus, so plus minus minus, 4 3s are 12 x square, then plus 4x sign will be changed. So these both are once again cut. Now plus 12 minus 2, so it will be 10x square, then plus minus, so minus x, and 1 will be same. Once again 10x square is divided with x square, so it will be 10. So now here we can put plus 10. So 10 is multiplied with this all three term. So 10 into x square, so it is 10x square. Then 10 into 3, so minus 30x. Then 10 into 1, so it is plus 10. So here minus plus minus. So these both are cut. Now plus minus minus. So it is plus 29x, and plus minus minus. So 10 minus 1, it will be 9. So finally, after dividing that term, we cannot get as remainder 0. But remainder is 29x minus 9. So it means what? This is not a factor of that dividend. So finally we can write like that: x square minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor of x raised to 5 plus 0x raised to 4 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, so next question number 2, third. So once again we can check that what? First polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. So for that, first of all we can start division. X raised to 5, 4x cube, x square plus 3x. But see here, after x raised to 5 it will be directly x raised to cube, then x square, and then 3x. So here we can write like that. We can add that 0x raised to 4, then minus 4x cube, x square plus 3x plus 1. Once again see that here, after power 3, here we have directly the power of 1. So we can add that x cube plus 0x square minus 3x plus 1. Now we can check x raised to 5 is divided with x raised to cube. So here we can get x square. Now x square is multiply these all, x raised to cube 0x square minus 3x plus 1. So it will be x raised to 5, then 0x raised to 4, then minus 3x cube plus x square. So x raised to 5, 0x cube minus 3x cube plus x square. Now minus minus plus minus sign will be changed. So these both are cut, 0 0, so it will be 0. Then 4 plus minus minus, so 4 minus 3 minus x cube. Once again these both are cut because plus x square and minus x square, because we can change the sign, so we can take this sign, we cannot take that sign. Plus, and these two term will be remain same. Now minus x cube is once again divided with x cube cut, so it will be minus 1. So first of all here we can write x square, then we can write minus 1. Now minus 1 is multiplied with this all, so minus 1 x cube plus 0x square minus 3x plus 1. So minus x cube, then minus 0x square plus 3x, because minus minus became plus, then once again it is minus 0x square. Then so here we cannot write we cannot write that because the value is same, 0x square. So here we can directly write from 3x and minus 1. Now sign will be changed. So this and these both are cut because plus 3 minus 3 and minus x cube and plus x cube plus plus, so it will be 2. So it means what? Here we haven't get the answer as a 2, not 0. So it means what? It is a not a factor of that polynomial. So here we can write like that: x cube minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor of x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. So we have the 3 questions from question 2 and it all are the same. Now we are going to our next question, question number 3. It is most important sum according to the exam point of view. So that kind of the question they can ask in your board examination. So obtain all other zeros of 3x raised to 4 minus 6x cube minus, so here it is the one kind of the polynomial it is given, and they are saying if 2 of each 0 is given, then find remaining all 0. So here see that polynomial have a power of 4, so it means what? It have the 4 0, it have the 4 0 and 2 0 it is given. See that 2 0 is given. So we can first of all we can start with first 0 is x is equal to under root 5 by 3. Second, x is equal to minus under root 5 by 3. 2 value of x is given and we want to find remaining 2 0. So if it is going second set, so it become minus. Once again if it is going second set, so it become plus. Clear? And is equal to 0. So here we cannot write that because it is not necessary. Now first and second, see that here we have one formula. If you see that a minus b, a plus b, so which formula? A square minus b square. So here a square minus b square. So x square, so it is x square, then minus square root cut, so we can get 5 by 3. So it is called what? Our divisor. It is called what? Our divisor, and it is the dividend is already given. Now we can start with our division. So second portion, first of all from remaining to 0 we can get our divisor, and from that divisor we can divide that dividend. So x square minus 5 by 3 is divided with 3x raised to 4, 6x cube minus 10x minus 5. Clear? And once again you can see that here after power 2 directly the constant term, so we can also write like that x square plus 0x minus 5 by 3. Clear? So here we can add 0x, so plus 0x minus 5 by 3. Clear? Minus 5 by 3. Now we can check x square is divided, 3x raised to 4 is divided with x square. So x square cut. So here we can get 3x square. Now 3x square, so here we can write 3x square. 3x square is multiply with this all. So we can write x square plus 0x minus 5 by 3. So x square into x square, x raised to 4, 3 into 0, so 0x cube plus minus 5 by 3 into 3x square, because 3x square is multiplied with 5 by 3. So 3 cut. So 3x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 5x square. Now we will put that value here, 0x cube minus 5x square. And here we can also see that degree 4, then degree 3, then directly the degree is 1. So we can also add here 0x cube, 0x square, and then we can write 3x raised to 4, then 6x cube, then 2x square. Here it is minus 2x square, then minus 10x, then minus 5. So it is in sequence. So now we can change the sign. So these both are cut. So it is 6x cube. Then plus minus minus 5 minus 2, it will be 3x square, then minus 10x and minus 5. Now 6x cube is divided with x square. So x square cut, so it will be only 6x. Here we can write 6x. Now 6x is multiplied with x square plus 0x minus 5 by 3. So it will be 6x cube, then 0x cube, then minus 5 by 3 into 6x. So 3 2's it will be 6, then 6x cube plus 0x square, and it will be minus 5 2's 10x, 5 2's 10x. So 6x cube plus 0x square minus 10x. Sign will be changed. So these both are cut. 3 minus 0, so it will be 3x square, then minus 10x and plus 10x. So plus, these both are cut, and minus 5. Now last step, 3x square is divided with x square. Divide with x square. So x square cut, so we can get 3. So plus 3, this first, it is second, and it is last. Now 3 is multiplied with these all. So x square plus 0x minus 5 by 3. So x, so it is 3x square, 3 into x square. Then 3 into 0, so it will be 0. Plus, now minus 5 by 3 into 3. So 3 cut. So we can get 3x square plus 0x minus 5. So we can write here 3x square plus 0x minus 5. Once again sign will be changed. So these both are cut. But here 0x, so it means if we not write 0x, so it will be remain same. Then plus pi and minus pi. So once again these both are cut. So finally we can get here as a 0. Now this is the procedure for a polynomial division. Up to this it is all clear. But once again read this question. Obtain all other zeros. So here we have only 2 0. Now we want to find out the remaining 2 0. So for that here we are using that value. So what is our quotient? 3x square plus 6x plus 3. So we can get remaining 2 0 from its quotient. Clear? From its quotient. So now see that 3 is a common. So here x square plus 2x plus 1. Clear? Then it is a we can also write like that, x plus 1 all square, because it is a square. See that what is its formula? A plus b all square. So it is formula is like that, a square plus 2ab plus b square. First term square into 2 into first term into second term plus second term all square. So it is a reverse form. See that here we have a x square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term all square, because second term is 1. So here we can also write like 1. If we write here 1, so it will be remain same 2. So from reverse we can also get a plus b all square, because a is equal to what? X, and b means what? It is 1. So we can also write like that. So now final x plus 1, because here we have a square, so we can write 2 times. So remaining 2 zeros are, if it is going second side, so x is equal to minus 1. And if it is going second side, so answer will be remain same. So remaining 2 zeros is x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1. So it is our question number question number 3. It is very important, and the same example it is given in the solve example. Clear? So you can try at your home. Both example are same, but one question it is given before the starting exercise number 2.3. Okay, so 2.4, question number 4. Since question number 4 they are asking on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial of g of x. Means what? The dividend is given. Dividend is given, and they are saying that it is divided with sum of the division, but division we don't know. And the quotient and the remainder is also given. So it is our quotient and it is our remainder. So what is our formula? Formula is like that: dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. We already know that formula from chapter number 1. Now dividend, last time we can also say that divisor is always p of x, then divisor it is called g of x, quotient means q of x, and remainder means r of x. Clear? Remainder means r of x. Now which thing is given? The dividend is given. See that. So here we can write x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. G of x we don't know, and we want to find g of x. So we can put g of x as usual into q of x. Quotient is given, the quotient and the remainder, so it is our quotient. So here we can put x minus 2 plus remainder is also given. Remainder is equal to minus 2x plus 4. Now g of x into x minus 2, it will be remain same because it is in the multiplication sign. Here we have a multiplication sign, and plus minus it will be minus, and plus plus it will be plus. Now this term is going second side, so sign will be changed. So here first of all we can write it will be same. If it is minus and going second side, so it become plus, and it is plus if it is going second side, so it become minus. Now g of x into x minus 2, it will be remain same. Now I want to find what? Divisor. So it will be going on to the division term because it is in a multiplication, and if it is going second side, so we can write like that: x cube minus 3x square plus x. Now see that it is a like term. It is both are a like term. So 2 plus 1, it is 3x. It is 3x, and once again these both are a constant. So plus minus minus, so 4 minus 2, so it will be minus 2 because 4 have the greater number, is equal to, and this term is going second side, so it will be in the division term, is equal to what we can write? G of x. Now here see that it is a polynomial division. It is a polynomial division. So here we can start polynomial division. So here first of all we can write x minus 2, then here x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2. So it will be the same as formula as we performed last lecture. First of all, x cube is divided with first term of divisor, so it will be x. So x cut, so here we have an x square, so here we can write x square. Next, x square is multiply these both, so x square into x, so it will be x cube, x square into 2, so minus 2x square. Now sign will be change. So these both are cut. These both are cut. Now plus minus minus. So minus x square plus 3x and minus 2. Once again minus x square is divided with x. So it will be minus x. So here we can write minus x. Now minus x is multiplied with these both. So minus x into x, so minus x square, then minus x minus minus become plus, so it will be plus 2x. Once again sign will be changed, so these both are cut, plus minus, or 3 minus 2, so it will be x minus 2. Once again x is divided with x, so it will be 1, so here we can write plus 1. Now 1 is multiplied with these both, so 1 into x, so it is x, 1 into 2, so minus 2. Once again both sign are changed, so it will be 0. Clear? It will be 0. So what we can get here? What is our quotient now? It is x square minus x plus 1. So it means what? If we divide that polynomial with that x minus 2, so what is the answer of g of x? So answer of g of x is x square minus x plus 1. So it is our final answer. So it means what? If we divide that polynomial with that divisor, so we can get that is our quotient and that is our remainder. But they are asked the different question. Here the remainder and quotient is given and dividend is also given, but divisor is not given. So in this question we want to find out that term, divisor. Clear? So that is a sum, little different sum from the all other sum. So it is our question number 4. First of all we can write down that formula, then simplify. After here we have the polynomial division, then we can perform the polynomial division. So what we can get here, our quotient, it is our, this quotient is become our divisor. Clear? This quotient is become our divisor. Now we are going to start our last question of that chapter, question number 5. So in a question number 5 what happens? See, here they are saying give the example of polynomial p of x. So it is called what? Dividend. It is dividend. It is called divisor. It is called our quotient and it is called our remainder. So here they are asking the example of that which satisfied the division algorithm and the first condition is given. So what is its first condition? Degree of p of x. Degree of p of x is equal to the degree of q of x. So p means what? P means what? Dividend. Dividend degree is equal to the degree of quotient. So how it is possible? So we want to define the example. So this case, first of all you need to remember that thing. If you want degree of polynomial is equal to the degree of quotient, so that is a condition. Which condition? The degree of dividend and quotient can be equal if the divisor is constant. You need to remember that thing. Divisor is constant term, and if divisor is constant, then and then the degree of these both are equal. So how it is possible? So for that we are taking one example. See that it is our dividend and that is our divisor, and divisor is constant. Now see that it is a constant term. So if it is constant, so after dividing that, here we can get the degree of quotient is also equal. So let's check how it is equal. So first of all 3x square is divided with 3 because first term of dividend is divided with divisor. So 3 cut. So what we can get here? X square. So here we can write x square Now x square is multiply this, so x square into 3, so it will be 3x square. Then x square into x square into 3, so it will be 3x square. Then 3, now we can simplify. Clear? Now we can simplify. So minus, so these both are cut, so and this both term will be remain same. So see here, it is our remainder because we cannot further divide right now. Clear? So see that if we see here, once again we can divide with 3. So 3 2s are 6, so we can get minus 2x. So here we can write minus 2x. Now minus 2x is multiplied with 3. So 3 2s are 6 x. Clear? And then plus sign. So these both are cut. So we can get 5 as our remainder. Clear? So from that you can notice the one thing is what? Here quotient q of x is equal to what? X square minus 2x. Clear? X square minus 2x. So and the see that here degree of polynomials is also same. It is called p of x. X square 3x square minus 6x plus 5. So both have a same degree. So it satisfied our condition. Clear? It satisfied our condition. If these both degree is equal, when we divide, when the divisor is a constant term. Clear? When divisor is a constant term. So in examination you cannot perform the division. So it is for just verification. In examination we can directly write that answer. Clear? In examination we can directly write that answer. If we take p of x and q of x is like that, so we can take, we have the same degree of polynomials as well as our quotient. Now second condition, degree of quotient is equal to degree of remainder. Clear? Degree of quotient is equal to the degree of remainder. So how it is possible? So for that, see that we can take the one example. So in it means what? If we take the both same, dividend and divisor both have the same degree, so if we divide, so we can find out that the degree of quotient and degree of remainder will be always same. So that is a condition for that our question number second. Clear? So let's check. So here we can write 2x square minus 4x plus 3. First of all, x square minus 2x plus 1 is divided with 2x square minus 4x plus 3. So first term 2x square is divided with x square. So x square cut. So here we have a 2. Now 2 into x square. So it will be 2x square. Then 2 into 4. So minus 4x. 2 into 1. So it is plus 2. Now sign will be changed. So this cut, this also cut. 3 minus 2. So we have an 1. So see that both have a constant term. So it means what? Degree of quotient and degree of remainder, it will be 0. Clear? So it means what? If we want to satisfy that condition, degree of quotient and degree of remainder will be equal when the divisor and the dividend both have the equal degree. Clear? Both have the equal degree. So examination you can write only that thing, example only. You cannot perform that all thing. Now last, degree of remainder will be 0. So when it is possible, so once again same condition. See that if both have the same, clear? So we can get the same remainder as a 0. So let's check. So x square minus 2x plus 1 is divided with 2x square minus 4x plus 3. So 2x square is divided with x square. So x square cut. So it will be 2. Now 2 into x square. So 2x square minus 4x and plus 2. Now sign will be changed. So this cut. This is also cut. So 3 minus 2, it will be 1. Clear? So it means what? Degree of remainder is 0 because it is a constant term. So we can also write like that 1 x raised to 0 because x raised to 0, it means what? Only 1. Clear? So it means what? Degree of remainder is 0. So it is clear now? It is our question number 5. So now our chapter will be completed. Second chapter is completed. Clear? So in second chapter we have the 3 things. In exercise number 2.1, what we can see? The graph. Clear? So first topic of that chapter, it is a graph which is related to our 3 different kinds of the polynomial, linear, quadratic and cubic. Second exercise is depend on number of zeros. Clear? Find the number of zeros for quadratic polynomials. And second thing is what? Second thing is how can we find the number of 0? So we have in the 2 method. First, it is a quadratic polynomial and by using the quadratic polynomial formula, and second it is factorization. Now we can also find if number of 0, and second thing is what is the relation between zeros and coefficient. So it is sum of zeros and product of zeros. So second exercise is totally depend on that 3 things. And last exercise, it is polynomial division. So in a polynomial division, they are asking the different of the sum. So you can also practice the solve sum which is given before the exercise. So you have at least the idea how can we write that sum, because it is a similar sum which is given into our exercise. So the weightage of is also high, 6 mark weightage in a board examination, and it is a very easy chapter. So you can write down the each and every sum and try at least your home. We can also give the some extra sum in your worksheet, so you can get the idea. So this chapter will be over.